Welcome back to my Mental Health and Crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is the case of the Idaho quadruple murders. May the victims rest in peace. Condolence to their families, and may the correct justice be served in this case. Brian Christopher Kohlberger has been charged for 4 counts of murders and a count of burglary. 6 months ago, a filing has come in from the prosecution that there is Brady Giglow material in this case. That is usually when a police officer who is involved in this case is, for example, in this case, is under internal investigation by the Internal Affairs team. We wouldn't know the reason why, because this case is under gag order. So the defense attorney gets to see the file for what exactly the officer has been put in this list of Brady Giglow material. The Brady versus Maryland law came in 1963, where it states that any officer involved in a case, if they have committed a Brady Giglow misconduct, that it has to be notified to the defense attorney. This could be good and this could be nothing, actually, for Brian Kohlberger in this case.
Tonight, Creme 2 is digging deeper into court documents that outline new movement in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. In our effort to bring you more to every story, Creme 2's Shannon Mowdy spoke with a defense attorney about new filings that reference Brady Giglow material.
New filings in the Moscow murder case show prosecutors have found and are now sharing with the defense possible Brady Giglow material. Now, while much of the information is sealed, we do know it has something to do with a, quote, confidential internal affairs investigation of one of the officers in the case.
And it could be huge for the defense, or it could be totally meaningless. So since we don't know what it is.
Defense attorney John Henry Brown says Brady Giglow means law enforcement and prosecutors have to turn over any evidence or information that may help the defense.
Actually, under Giglow and Brady, prosecutors have an obligation to look for such evidence.
Sometimes that's evidence which exonerates the accused. But with mention of an internal affairs investigation, it sounds like this case is about a potential challenge to the credibility of a police officer.
Most police departments have created what's called the Brady list. And on the Brady list are officers, detectives, internal personnel who have committed some sort of an error in the past. And that the defense should be told about it.
Brown cautions Brady Giglow disclosures like this are pretty common, because not handing over the information can get cases overturned. And the Brady Giglow material referenced here may have nothing to do with the Moscow murder case itself.
It could be something as small as a DUI 25 years ago. Or it could be something more serious. Obviously, the most serious thing for the prosecution, the state, would be if the officer, detective, or whatever, has some history of not telling the truth.
Creme 2 News reached out to law enforcement in Idaho, Washington, and also in Pennsylvania, where the suspect was arrested, to try to find out which agency is involved. We've also submitted public records requests for more information. Shannon Mowdy.
Prosecutors building a case against the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students have told a judge that one of the officers involved in the case is being investigated by Internal Affairs. Prosecutors filed a notice saying the state became aware of a potential Brady Giglio material that refers to a constitutional obligation to ensure a fair trial and to disclose material that could impact a finding of guilty. Now, the prosecutor does not say what the information is, or if it involves this case specifically or just an officer who is involved in the case. We did try to get clarification, but because of a gag order, no one involved in the case can answer any of our questions.